Hey, Pira! Ren found this old stack of VHS tapes. You want to help us sort through them and see what's on them?
This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. Your movie and a selection of bonus features will begin automatically. To bypass Fast Play, select the main menu button at any time. Fast Play will begin in a moment.
Doing things together, that's what family's all about. Building memories. Like watching movies together. That's become a thing we do now more than ever with Disney Blu-ray. My family cannot believe how real the picture looks and the amazing sound. It feels like you're part of the movie.
Oh boy, oh boy!
One of the best things Blu-ray offers is all the fun activities my family can play and explore together. Not to mention, Blu-ray discs are kid-proof and more scratch-resistant. Plus, your Blu-ray player plays both Blu-ray discs and all your favorite DVDs. And now there's an even greater value than ever before with the Disney Blu-ray Combo Pack. It includes a DVD so we can share the movie experience on the go, wherever we go. Learn how Disney Blu-ray can help you create new memories at DisneyUpgradeToBlue.com.
And now, look for all these new family favorites on Disney Blu-ray Combo Packs. A great value that includes a DVD copy of the movie. The most acclaimed Disney classic of all time, and the winner of 2 Academy Awards. Now, for the first time ever in high definition, Walt Disney Pictures invites you to
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest.
Walt Disney Pictures proudly presents Beauty and the Beast.
I want adventure in the great white somewhere.
She's the one, the girl we have been waiting for. She has come to break the spell.
For the first time ever in a Disney Diamond Edition, the tale as old as time is new again.
Just can't get my nose right. Aha! Ryder! Enjoy prison! I'll miss the sound of your laughter. Alone at last. Huh? Who's there? All right, listen, I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. Here comes the smolder. You coming, Blondie?
Woo-hoo! Best day ever!
Let down your...
Your Disney movies are magic. And the magic continues after the credits. Just look inside your Blu-ray disc or DVD for the magic code to start earning points toward fantastic rewards at DisneyMovieRewards.com.
Beside you, come flying with me.
Hi, I'm Nathan Greno.
And I'm Byron Howard, and we're the directors of Disney's newest animated feature, Tangled. We're still working hard on the movie, but since we're so excited about it, we wanted to give you guys a special early look at the story, the characters, and a whole lot more. Enjoy.
There's chases and fights and narrow escapes. They just can't get my nose right.
It's an unbelievably beautiful story.
It's incredibly funny.
Tangled is the story of Rapunzel, and when Rapunzel was a baby, she was taken by Mother Gothel, who she grows up assuming is her mother.
And she takes her away to this isolated tower way out in the middle of nowhere.
Every year on her birthday, Rapunzel looks out her window and sees these floating lights. She really yearns to find out more about what they are.
Rapunzel wants to get out and find out about the world, but she can't.
Because Rapunzel has healing, magical hair, Mother Gothel just wanted to keep it all to herself.
It's a story about a girl that's been grounded her whole life.
Flynn Rider, the kingdom's greatest thief, chooses the tower to hide in.
Alone at last.
Flynn helps her escape the tower.
You coming, Blondie?
It's really a story about someone breaking free and getting out to see the world.
They go on this journey and have this adventure together.
Best day ever!
Casting the voices of Tangled was a lot of fun and a huge part of getting the story right.
Flynn and Rapunzel especially are the heart of the movie, and Mandy Moore and Zach Levi are absolutely perfect.
Who are you? And how did you find me?
Rapunzel is played by Mandy Moore, who is incredibly multi-talented.
We always talked about Rapunzel being this real girl, someone who you think you know, alone in a room, very simple, very straightforward, very true. And Mandy's all that stuff.
I've been looking out a window for 18 years. I love the story of Rapunzel, and playing this character has been so much fun.
Well, it's easy for you to say.
Zach Levi plays the character of Flynn Rider.
He's just a really charming, funny guy.
When Zach came in for the audition, he had us in stitches.
How you doing?
I've idolized Disney movies for so long, so now I get to be a voice in one of the movies. I'm like,
Yeah, this is a joke, right? Somebody's gonna say something at some point, or I'm gonna wake up. Let down your...
Tangled has huge action sequences, hilarious comedy, romance, fantastic music. There's something there for everyone.
it's a great adventure because it takes you through a whole kingdom, all kinds of different landscapes, all kinds of different characters.
You get to take this ride in a completely different world.
I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. Here comes the smolder.
Well, that's all we have to show you guys right now, but thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to check out Tangled when it hits theaters this November.
Hi, I'm Brad Raymond. I'm the director of the movie.
And I'm Helen Califatic. I'm the producer of the movie.
And welcome to the deleted scenes. As you develop a story, you try different things. There's different sequences that you really like, but it doesn't really fit the whole story. So those scenes become deleted scenes.
And what you're about to see isn't going to be finished. It's not going to look like the movie. What you're going to see is mostly storyboards, but we think it's very entertaining nevertheless. So this first scene was originally the opening of the movie.
And what the scene is about is Lizzie's father, when he was a little boy, we wanted to show that he actually saw a fairy for the first time when he was her age. When you see the whole movie play together, it took away the special quality of Lizzie finding Tinkerbell for the first time, so that's why we decided to delete the scene.
Here you go. Whoa! No, don't hide. Come on, it's okay. I won't hurt you. Come on. Come on. You're real. Where did you go?
Martin, where are you going?
I'm getting my camera.
Why?
Can you keep a secret? I just saw a real live fairy at the old oak.
Martin saw a fairy! What? Martin saw fairies. Dozens of them out in the meadow. He said there were hundreds of them all over the meadow. Thousands of fairies all over the woods and meadows. That boy Martin saw them. Quick, get the nets.
That boy saw fairies.
There are thousands of fairies.
They're in the meadow.
Come on.
Martin's seen them.
Let's go, hurry.
Run. I want to catch one.
Stop. Stop, everyone. You'll frighten her.
Hurry, hurry.
There's no time to waste!
Martin said there were fairies!
I've never seen them. Quick, come on!
Do hurry, there are fairies!
Please stop! Move it! Stop! Everyone, please! Oh no!
Fairies. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Fairies are not real. Look how your foolishness has shamed our family.
The next scene you're going to see is called Bedtime Story, and it sets up the fact that Lizzie is lonely and her dad is just really busy.
This scene takes place before Lizzie meets Tinkerbell. And because this movie is from Tinkerbell's point of view, we wanted the audience to meet Lizzie at the same time Tinkerbell met Lizzie. And that's why we decided to delete this scene. This scene gives you a little bit more of a perspective on Lizzie and her father's relationship. So why don't we take a look?
I'm ready for bed, Father. I was wondering if you'd read to me first? Good night, Father. I guess it's just us tonight. Here's where we left off. There are many different kinds of fairies who live in the trees and woods of this world. There are water fairies and garden fairies and fairies of light and love. The animal fairies help all the woodland creatures. Then there's the river fairies.
What you're going to see next is the same sequence, except it's taken further along in the production process.
We thought it'd be kind of fun to show you the next step. We call it grayscale.
It's called grayscale because there's no color or texture on it yet. It's what we do before it kind of comes to life with all of the color put on it.
All right, you ready? Let's take a look.
I'm ready for bed, Father. I was wondering if you'd read to me first? Good night, Father. I guess it's just us tonight. Here's where we left off. There are many different kinds of fairies who live in the trees and woods of this world. There are water fairies and garden fairies and fairies of light and love. The animal fairies help all the woodland creatures. Then there's the river fairies. They help teach the fish to swim. And the flower fairies help the flowers to bloom. And the
Mystery.
rainbow fairies bring colour to the world.
Atlas. Vacuo.
I think the tea party scene is a really fun scene. And it used to come where Tink and Lizzie have already become friends. They seem to be bonding, and now they have a tea party together.
How this scene came about was early on in development. I brought in a bunch of 6 to 9-year-old girls to interview them, to ask them what would they do if they caught a fairy. And each and every one of them wanted to have a tea party.
Why, thank you, Tinkerbell.
This scene was an early version of the tea party, but once it was in the movie, it didn't move the story forward at all. There was nothing at stake, so reluctantly, it's such a charming moment in the movie, but we had to delete it. But we wanted to make sure you got to see it, so let's take a look.
Oh, I sure hope Tink is all right. Who knows what terrible things could be happening to her right now.
Father doesn't have time for tea party right now. But you and I do, Tinkerbell.
Tea party, huh? Okay.
Now here's how it works. You're the guest, and you say something like, My, what a splendid tea service, I must say. I am really quite impressed.
My, what a splendid tea service, I must say.
Then I say, Why, thank you, Tinkerbell. You are too kind. Now we make polite conversation while we enjoy our tea. May I pour you some chamomile? Go ahead, take a sip. Don't worry, we're just pretending. It's only water and it's not even hot. No, it is proper to use the handle. Pinky up.
Oh, yes, pinky up. Got it.
Oh, what am I thinking? That cup is entirely too big for you. I'll get you a proper teacup.
So the next scene you'll see is called Cat Attack, and it's one of my favorite scenes, but it was deleted.
The reason we deleted this scene was because it took place when Lizzie came back upstairs and found that Tinkerbell was missing. She wasn't in her bedroom anymore. And we wanted the audience to wonder, is Tinkerbell ever going to come back? But it just did not make sense that Tinkerbell would never say goodbye to Lizzie. So what we replaced this scene with was the goodbye, when Tinkerbell actually does say goodbye to Lizzie. But as difficult as it was to delete this scene, it's equally as exciting to be able to show it to you.
We liked the scene so much that we decided to finish it in full color for you, and we're going to take a look at it now.
Wish me luck. And when I get back, we'll have a little tea party to celebrate.
All right, a little tea party. A little teapot and cups. Little teacups. Ah! Huh? Lizzie? Come on. Come on.
So that was a lot of fun. Looking at the
Absolutely.
deleted scenes brought back a lot of memories.
I know.
A lot of laughs. And,
laughs. Some of it was painful
yeah.
because we didn't want to cut them, but it was fun.
Yeah.
We had such a great crew.
We did.
And one of the things that's so exciting about this project is you're telling a story about Tinkerbell, and you're telling a story about Tinkerbell meeting a child for the first time and teaching her how to fly. It's really kind of setting up teaching Wendy and her brothers how to fly in Peter Pan.
Tinkerbell is such a sentimental character to so many people, and we love her so much. It was so great working with her and working on this movie.
It was an incredible honor to tell that story. It was a lot of fun. We had fun every day.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tinkerbell.
Hold my hand and fly. Never say goodbye. Cross the open sky. Leave the world behind. I will be alright if you stay by my side. Spring and summer, love and laughter. We'll live happy ever after. We'll fly higher than we thought we'd be. Because you showed me how to believe. Tiny shining star, I know who you are. You're never very far. We'll never be apart. Sparkle in my eyes, light the sky tonight. Spring and summer, love and laughter. We'll live happy ever after. We'll fly higher than we thought we'd be. Because you showed me how to believe in me. Fall and winter, love and laughter. We'll live happy ever after. We'll fly higher than we thought we'd be. Because you showed me how to believe. Yeah. Hold my hand and fly. Never say goodbye.
In Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, Lizzie builds a little fairy house for fairies to use overnight. So we wondered, how would real kids build their very own fairy houses? Well, I got the opportunity to find out at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.
I'm using things that I like I like math, so I'm using a ruler. I'm using a flower pot for the base, some acorns, spoons, cards, and cotton balls. I'm trying to put a flower on for the door.
Mine's Asian themed, has chopsticks and the takeout box.
It was so exciting watching kids build their very own fairy houses. They reminded me of Tinker Fairies. A place where you can create your own fairy is pixiehollow.com. And they just held a really fun contest where you could design a fairy house. And our producer, Helen, and I got to pick the winner, which at first seemed like a really easy job until we saw all those amazing fairy houses, and we just couldn't make up our mind. It took a while, but we finally found our winner. and her name is Zoe Harriel. Zoe and her family were flown from California to the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, where she got to help bring her fairy house to life.
The walls are pond reeds, and the roof is bottle caps. The door is an old gutted pocket watch, because I think pocket watches are the coolest thing ever.
Once it was built, Zoe's fairy house was unveiled at a special celebration at Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival.
It's just so amazing that my design was actually built before my eyes.
Hey, I'm Dylan Sprouse and this is my brother Cole. And we're from Disney Channel's The Sweet Life on Deck. Hi.
And I'm Kim Rhodes, their mom.
You mean our mom on TV?
Whatever.
Anyway, we're here to perform a live-action version of Snow White. I, of course, will be playing the part of Prince Charming, and you've already met Sneezy. Please. If you're anyone, you're Dopey.
Actually, the real reason we're here is to tell you about an amazing new way to watch movies called Disney Blu-ray.
It's more than just a way to watch movies. It's an immersive experience. So's a bath. Why can't you get excited about those?
That's a Blu-ray disc? Looks just like a DVD.
Disney Blu-ray discs and DVDs may look identical, but they're actually very different, kind of like the two of us. Right, Blu-ray is incredibly cool. Like me. Okay, but it also holds a ton of information. Like me. Hey, I hold plenty of information. I meant useful information.
He's got you there.
Okay, but thanks to Blu-ray's protective layer, it's strong and tough. Like me. Ow! Oh, a popcorn kernel. It was unpopped. You see?
And most importantly, all your favorite Disney movies are available on Blu-ray.
And because Blu-ray discs have 5 times the capacity of regular DVDs, they have a much better picture. Thanks to their brilliant 1080p resolution, they offer the best in high definition. You want to see high definition? Pow! Anyway, on top of that crystal clear picture, Disney Blu-ray features the best high definition immersive sound. Up to 7.1 surround. So you can enjoy a cinematic auditory experience. Plus, you can really crank it when your brother uses words like cinematic and auditory. Dude, we want the movie to surround us, not the police.
Wow, surround sound is cool. Now I know what my neighbor means when she talks about hearing the voices all around her.
She has a Blu-ray player?
Sadly, no.
And with Disney Blu-ray, you get exclusive interactive games. I fancy a round of Liar's Dice from Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, where I be matching me mad gaming skills against legendary pirates Pintel and Ragetti. I don't give a grog. I'm playing the Cars Car Finder game, where you search for cars hidden within the movie. Ka-chow. 1 down, 216 to go. Arrgh! You best be handing over that remote, you bilge-sucking landlubber.
Here we go. Let's see what you got.
Yeah! Arrgh. You know, you don't look like a pirate, you just look like a one-eyed girl.
Even the chicken's laughing at you now.
Hey, that's enough. Don't make me ground you boys.
Once again, only our mom on TV.
Does this look like a face that cares?
No, ma'am. Okay, then. Back to Blu-ray. The best way to watch movies in high definition ever.
This is the last chance to make our mark. History will know who we are. This is the last game, so make it count. It's now or never.
And you can even play all your regular DVDs on your Blu-ray player. In fact, they'll look better than they ever did.
Okay, Blu-ray sounds great, but I bet it's a pain to set up.
Nope. All you need to connect a Blu-ray player to your HD TV is one cable. It's called HDMI, High Definition Multimedia Interface. See? Even Dylan can do it.
Wow. One wire. Nice. No more cable spaghetti on the floor.
No, just real spaghetti. Ooh. Dibs.
Okay, I'm convinced. And a little disgusted. Blu-ray player and one cable.
Yup, that is all you need to unlock the power of your high-definition TV and immerse yourself in the ultimate picture, superior sound, and amazing interactivity.
Wow. The whole family can
enjoy Blu-ray together. Big time. It puts the family back in family room. Yeah, now if only I could get you to put the bath back in bathroom. Okay, I get it, jeez. Learn more at DisneyBlu-ray.com.
Disney Blu-ray.
Magic in high definition. Tinkerbell.
Look for these and more of your favorite Disney titles on Disney Blu-ray. Disney File digital copy sets you free. Now, you can watch your favorite Disney movies whenever and wherever you want.
Are you ready for this?
When you buy a special edition Disney DVD or Blu-ray with Disney File, simply take the Disney File disc, insert it into your computer, and follow the easy on-screen instructions.
Manuel, relay instructions.
In just minutes, the transfer to your computer or video-enabled portable device is complete. Bye-bye. Your Disney movie is ready to go.
I feel alive!
Wherever you go.
Wow.
Quick, fun, and easy. Disney File digital copy. Your favorite movies anytime, anywhere, in just minutes.
Awesome.
To find out more, visit DisneyFile.com. Look for Disney File digital copy in these and other special editions of your favorite Disney Blu-ray and DVDs.
Bring home the magic with genuine Disney Blu-ray and DVD. For excellence every time. No frog kissing required.
Hi, Charlie. It's your big sister Teddy with my video diary.
Meet Teddy Duncan.
Hi.
Hi. On Good Luck Charlie. She knows what she likes.
Perfect.
Even if the guy she likes doesn't know it yet.
It's a text from Spencer.
On family comedy from Disney Channel.
I was like, oh no, how is this gonna work? And I just... That was a really nice way of telling me to shut up.
Good Luck Charlie.
Now I can't stop smiling.
On Disney Channel.
Won't you please join me in bringing together in marriage a much-beloved couple, Chloe and Poppy. You may lick the bride.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Oh, Poppy. Uncle Pedro.
Give me some fun.
Oh, look at me. I'm covered in mud.
Don't you usually pay for a mud mask?
Your little fluff balls ruined my pearl. Sorry.
She is a 3-time champion of the Beverly Hills Dog Show.
Peasants.
She's just mad because she looks like a big, angry Q-tip. Poppy's home.
Hey, Poppy, look. Beverly Hills Dog Show? $50,000 prize?
They gave us a home. We got to do everything we can to help them keep it.
We should enter the dog show. Yeah! You think you could win the dog show? Do not make me laugh. We're gonna do this.
I said, hey, I'll be born today. Ay, Chihuahua. When it comes to this family...
Go, Dad!
Oh, baboo.
Somebody's always got your back.
Look out!
Your tail. Don't look now, but somebody shaved your high knee. And your wet nose. And that's what family's all about. We are stronger together than we are alone.
A shooting star. Quick, make a wish.
What more could I ask for, mi corazón?
Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. The family just got bigger. On Disney Blu-ray and DVD.
And I know one thing, that I love you.
Chihuahua!
Christmas, the most magical time of the year. And the best Christmas I remember is the one where I became Santa's best friend. Truth is, it almost didn't happen.
Without Santa's magic crystal, he could become mortal.
So, can you start today?
What kind of work is it exactly?
In-store Santa.
I need help finding Santa Claus.
Hi, we'll do this together, Lottie.
Bud is so amazing. The kids are just drawn to him.
She wanted me to get a puppy to cheer up the girls in the foster home.
Who knows what kind of trouble Santa Claus and Paws are in?
I don't know if I'm the real Santa Claus or not.
This place could use some Christmas cheer. Can you imagine a world without Santa Claus?
Someone once told me that the spirit of Christmas is embodied in the hearts of children.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Disney Nature invites you on a journey through our planet's 5 oceans to discover never-before-seen worlds through the eyes of the creatures who live there. Disney Nature Oceans and the Crimson Wing on Disney Blu-ray and DVD.
Andy's going to college. Can you believe it? What are you going to do with these old toys?
Okay, calm down, guys. Let's just keep this in perspective.
Where's she taking us?
I should have seen this coming.
We'll be fine, Jesse.
Oh, I hate all this uncertainty. New toys!
Welcome to Sunnyside, folks.
Oh, may I? Ooh!
Ken, we got guests.
So, who's ready for Ken's dream tour?
Let's show our new friends where they'll be staying.
Folks, if you want to step right this way. Hi, I'm Ken.
Barbie.
Love your leg warmers.
Nice ass cut.
Oh, I want to get played with.
Rex. They just love new toys now, don't they?
Hey, what do you guys think of the new recruits? Any keepers?
Mr. Softy over here.
What do you expect from a girl's toy?
I'm not a girl's toy! I'm not!
We're busting out of here.
Okay, all clear.
We gotta get you home before Andy leaves tomorrow.
And what's important now is we stay together.
Oh, never mind! Let's go!
Good luck, folks.
You're gonna need it.
Incoming!
You would not believe what I've been through tonight.
Wait, Tink, where are you going? Come on, Vidya, keep up.
Tinkerbell, you're not going where I think you're going. The Winter Woods.
Journey with Tinkerbell and her friends.
Are you sure we should be here?
There's someone here I need to meet. Are you who I think you are?
Walt Disney Pictures presents Tinkerbell and the Mysterious Winter Woods. An all-new movie event coming soon.
Let's put together your very own fairy field guide. It'll be fun. In each of the 4 chapters, I'll test your knowledge on a particular fairy topic. When you're done with each chapter, we'll review it together. Then we'll move on to the next chapter. If you want to review the chapter again, just select it. When you've finished all 4 chapters, I'll share some secrets about a special type of fairy. A fairy's daily life is very busy with work, but don't worry because we find plenty of time to play too. Select the first chapter now to learn about our day. What sound creates a fairy? A cat's meow? That's not correct, but try again. Fairies never give up, and neither should you. That's not correct, but I'll give you a hint. It's one of the other 2 answers. A baby's laugh, that's right. The laugh can catch a ride on a flower petal or leaf or a piece of dandelion fluff for its journey to Pixie Hollow, where it becomes a fairy. The object it travels on becomes the fairy's arrival outfit. We fairies are pretty small compared to humans, but... Good answer! If only it was the right answer. Choose again. That's the wrong answer, but hope is not lost. Try again. That's right. Fairies are definitely taller than ants. We're just tall enough to get our work done in nature, but small enough so humans rarely see us. If this gets wet, a fairy can't fly. You got that right. If our wings get wet, we're walking until they completely dry out. That's why we try to stay out of the rain. Tinker fairies need sturdy clothes for all the hard work they do. What? I'm sorry, you missed that question. Choose another answer. That's right. Because Tinker fairies do tough work, we like to use tough leaves and durable moss for our clothes. Which of these things would a fairy use as a button? Seed is the right answer. They make terrific fasteners like buttons and clasps. Sometimes we even use seeds to make a brooch. My friend Iridessa wears a sunflower seed on her outfit. What type of games do fairies like to play? Good guess! For butterfly races, each fairy chooses a butterfly, then guides them to the finish line. But since butterflies zigzag a lot, sometimes one game can take hours. What do fairies use for fireworks during special celebrations? Berries? Like... Good answer! If only it was the right answer. Choose again. You're right! Clink and Bobble use light crystals and flower pigments to make amazing fireworks to mark special occasions, like festivals and the changing of the seasons. After a hard day's work, fairies like to take a bath. Oh, you were so close! Try again! Right you are! There's nothing like a good soak in a coconut shell bathtub, and for washcloths, we use orange blossom petals. Great job! Let's review, then we'll move on to the chapter Fairies and the Mainland. It all starts when a baby's laugh floats across the sea to Pixie Hollow to become a fairy. The other fairies hear the laugh and fly to the arrival area to greet the newcomer. Although there are 14 different fairy languages, luckily the fairies in Pixie Hollow all speak the same one. Now for a few basics. We fairies are about 5 inches tall, and we only weigh as much as a piece of dandelion fluff. Fairies can be male or female. Male fairies are called sparrowmen. A fairy needs 2 things to fly: dry wings and pixie dust. If our wings are wet, or if we run out of pixie dust, we can only walk, hop, or hitch a ride on one of our animal friends, if there's one around. We fairies are very resourceful when it comes to making clothes. We can make almost anything out of flower petals, leaves, caterpillar wool, silkworm threads, dandelion fluff, and even spider webs. Every fairy's closet is filled with different creations. Fairies use natural elements for accessories too. Seeds for buttons, silver shavings for jewelry, and grass blades for belts. And even though we spend a lot of time in the air, we still make lightweight shoes. Fairies play all kinds of games in nature. Some games we play just with each other, like fairy tag and seashell tiddlywinks. Others we play with our animal friends, like pillbug marbles and butterfly races. We have a lot of fun. For very special occasions, we throw a party complete with fireworks. Clink and Bobble are well known for their amazing fireworks displays. After a hard day's work, fairies enjoy a good soak in a bathtub that's usually made from coconut shells. We only wash our wings occasionally because we can't fly when they're wet. A wing-washing fairy performs this delicate job using a soft cloth made from the down of a milk thistle. Fairies love to visit the mainland, and we do it 4 times a year, at the change of each season. Select the next chapter to learn about how we spend our time while we're there. What do garden fairies do on the mainland? That's not the correct answer, but try again. That's the right answer. When the time is right, garden fairies help strawberries ripen to their peak sweetness. Which of these critters do animal fairies paint black and... Good guess, but not quite right. Try again. Uh-oh, you chose the wrong answer. Go ahead and try again. Bees, you're right. And to paint bees, fairies mix berry juice with a touch of flower pigment to create the perfect shade of black. What color do garden fairies paint leaves in the fall? Green, blue, amber. That's not correct, but I'll give you a hint. It's one of the other two answers. That's not correct, but try again. Fairies never give up, and neither should you. You're right. Garden fairies practice all summer to create that perfect shade of amber for fall leaves. What do winter fairies do on the mainland? Knock down icicles? That's the wrong answer, but hope is not lost. Try again. You're right! Fairies are very busy spreading snowflakes in winter, and no two snowflakes are alike, just like a fairy's wings. What do animal fairies do on the main... I'm afraid that's not right. Try again. Oh, you were so close! Try again. You're correct! Some animals, like bears, have been hibernating all winter so they're extra sleepy. Only an animal fairy can help them rise and shine. What do the light fairies use to melt snow in the spring? Their breath? A campfire? That's not the correct answer, but try again. Sunbeams, the correct answer. Light fairies carefully guide sunbeams to areas where they want the snow to melt. Then garden fairies get busy planting spring flower bulbs. What do garden fairies plant and help grow in the spring? Uh-oh, you chose the wrong answer. Go ahead and try again. You're absolutely right. Garden fairies train flower bulbs and sproutlings to burrow themselves in the soil, so when it's time, the planting goes very quickly. Which of the following would a water fairy do on the mainland? That's not correct, but try again. Fairies never give up, and neither should you. That's not correct, but I'll give you a hint. It's one of the other two answers. Correct! Flower bulbs that have been just planted by garden fairies need watering, so the water fairies deliver water. Well done! Let's review, then we'll move on to fairy friends and foes. Summer is our busiest time on the mainland, so we spend the whole season there. We paint ladybugs, butterflies, and flowers, and help melons and berries ripen right on the vine. Humans love their sweet taste. Of course, we save a little for ourselves and our animal friends, too. Summer is bee painting season for the animal fairies, and each bee is carefully painted to perfection. When the paint is dry, an animal fairy gives the bee a signal, and away it flies to show off its new outfit. When autumn arrives, garden fairies hand-paint each leaf the perfect shade of amber. Later in the season, the fast-flying fairies create winds that knock all the golden-colored leaves to the ground. When it's time for winter, the winter fairies deliver the cold weather to the mainland. Frost fairies, snowflake fairies, and ice-carving fairies turn meadows and fields into winter wonderlands. In the spring, animal fairies go from tree to tree to wake the squirrels and from cave to cave to wake the bears. Before garden fairies can get busy with the spring planting, light fairies have to melt the snow and warm up the frozen ground with their sunbeams. On cloudy days, light fairies use sunlight that they've stored away. Spring is a busy time for garden fairies. Seeds, flower bulbs, and sproutlings need planting. Sunflowers need help opening their blooms, and blossoms need painting. There's so much to do that garden fairies use insect friends to help them with their daily tasks. After all the spring planting, everything needs a good watering. And who do you think handles that? Water fairies, of course. We fairies have a lot of friends in nature, and unfortunately, we also have a few enemies. Select the next chapter and I'll tell you who's who. these insects is one of my best friends? A stink bug? A beetle? You're right. And this is Blaze, my firefly friend. He's helped me out of many tricky situations. Who guards the bridge on the island north of Neverland? Stone and Flint? Oh, you were so close! Try again! I'm afraid that's not right. Try again! You got it! We fairies aren't supposed to go near trolls, but Leech and Grimsley are pretty harmless. They're also best friends. Which of these butterflies might need a little touch-up work from an animal fairy? Butterfly number 1? Butterfly number 2? I'm sorry, you missed that question. Choose another answer. That's not the correct answer, but try again. Good eye! Animal fairies take great pride painting every butterfly just right, so something must have happened in this case. It definitely needs a redo. Which of these animals can be a big problem for fairies like me? A squirrel? A mouse? A cat? Good answer! Cats like Mr. Twitches are double trouble for fairies. They have sharp claws and sharp teeth. Which of these creatures is a danger to... You're right. Hawks are very dangerous and one of our greatest threats. I know because I was chased by one. Which creatures often help fairies with daily tasks? Hawks. Yes, the right answer is birds. Birds help fairies in a lot of ways, like carrying twigs and other supplies to our summer camp. Who do fairies often visit if they need help solving a personal problem? I'm afraid that's not right. Try again. That's right. Dr. Owl is a great listener, and sometimes that's what a fairy needs most. Which creature do water fairies train? I'm sorry, you missed that question. Choose another answer. That's not the correct answer, but try again. You're right! Training pollywogs is one of Silver Mist's favorite talents. Water fairies often help animal fairies train small fish and other water creatures. You're doing great! Let's review. Then we'll move on to fairies and humans, rules of the road. Fireflies are definitely in the friends column. In fact, Blaze here is one of my best friends. Each night, the light fairies use the last rays of sunshine to set the fireflies' tails aglow. You'd be surprised how many times I've used Blaze as a flashlight. Now, trolls are not necessarily friendly to fairies, but these two, Leech and Grimsley, are pretty harmless. They guard the troll bridge on the island north of Neverland, and they always argue over who gets to give the ominous warning. Butterflies and fairies are great friends. In fact, butterflies are the animal fairies' favorite insects to paint. Animal fairies get very creative with elaborate and beautiful wing patterns. When on the mainland, fairies have to watch out for cats, a natural enemy. They see us as things to play with, so you can imagine why we don't want to get caught. Hawks. Now these guys are the biggest danger to fairies. They can fly amazingly fast, so outflying one can be a challenge, believe me. If a scout fairy sounds an alarm, it could mean a hawk has spotted one of us. Fairies have a special relationship with birds, maybe because we all have wings and fly. They even fly with us across the sea to the mainland and help carry all we need for the change of the season. Owls are definitely friendly, and there's one owl that a lot of fairies visit when they have a particular problem, Dr. Owl. He doesn't say much, but he sure does listen well. Because animal fairies have a lot of animals to train, water fairies help train pollywogs and other small fish and sea creatures. The water fairies teach them how to blow bubbles and to climb on and off of lily pads. Fairies and humans are not supposed to meet, but if a human happens to come face to face, if you smell this scent of... Uh-oh, you chose the wrong answer. Go ahead and try again. right. Fairies smell like the faintest pinch of cinnamon. And while a fairy can become as angry as a skunk, luckily we don't smell like them. If you want to attract a fairy, which object would be best to use? A mirror is the right answer. Fairies love shiny objects like mirrors, silverware, and all kinds of jewelry. If you held a fairy in your hand, he'd weigh about the same as what? An apple? Dandelion fluff is right. Fairies are very lightweight. It helps us fly long distances and fly off quickly if we're spotted by a human. If you met a garden fairy, what could you give her to use to make clothes? Yes, garden fairies use flower petals to make the most beautiful clothing. They also use several varieties of flower petals to make their houses. If a fairy tells you that it's her arrival day, what does that mean? It's a rainy day, it's her birthday, it's laundry day. Correct! A fairy's arrival day is the most special day of all. It marks the anniversary of his or her first day in Pixie Hollow. I remember my arrival day like it was yesterday. Fairies get very hungry. What's the best thing to serve a fairy to eat? A lemon peel sandwich, Poppy Puff rolls, chicken feathers. Poppy Puff rolls, yes, a fairy's favorite. We like it served with tea and a drop of honey. Delicious. If a fairy stays overnight at your house, what should you give her to use as a pillow? A cotton ball? A tea bag? That's not correct, but try again. Fairies never give up, and neither should you. A cotton ball, that's right. While a tea bag or leaves might work too, fairies prefer extra fluffy pillows for the perfect night's sleep. What would you give a fairy to help him clean his teeth? Peppermint leaves? Toothpaste? That's the wrong answer, but hope is not lost. Try again. Good answer. If only it was the right answer. Choose again. Peppermint leaves, the right answer. But instead of actually brushing our teeth with the leaves, we chew on them. Congratulations on completing your field guide. Let's review. Fairies work in secret, but if you smell the slightest hint of cinnamon, it's possible that one is nearby, because that's what fairies smell like. If the fairy is wearing any jewelry, you might even see a tiny reflection from the sun. And if you really want to see a fairy, you might try waving something shiny, because we're all attracted to things like mirrors, silverware, and precious metals. But don't tell Queen Clarion that I told you. You'll need to be patient to earn a fairy's trust, but once you do, she might allow you to hold her in your hand. You probably won't feel any weight because fairies are literally as light as a feather. If you meet a garden fairy, here's a great way to make friends. Pick a few colorful flower petals and offer them to her. She'll probably get busy right away making a dress, and she might even thank you by offering a gift in return. Speaking of gifts, if a fairy tells you that it's her arrival day, you might want to offer a gift. Fairy arrival days are the same as human birthdays. Gifts could include muffins or breads, flowers, or a shiny pebble. A fairy will likely be very hungry. You should know that fairies don't eat meat, so we eat fruits, vegetables, seeds, honey, nuts, and breads. Poppy Puff rolls are one of our very favorites, if you happen to have any sitting around the house. If a fairy stays overnight at your house, it's proper etiquette to offer her a bed. A soft washcloth will make a nice blanket, and a simple cotton ball will make a fluffy pillow. Since fairies work so hard, a restful night's sleep is essential. Before bed, a fairy will want to clean her teeth and comb her hair. In nature, we use peppermint leaves to chew on and pine needles for combs. Maybe your garden has some mint you could snip. A fairy could probably make a hairbrush out of toothpicks. Congratulations on completing your field guide. Pull this special tab to learn about the mysterious winter fairies. winter fairies live in winter woods, and their job is to deliver winter to the mainland. There are winter fairies of every talent, but some specialize in making frost, snowflakes, and icicles. Winter fairies never visit other parts of Pixie Hollow because their wings can get damaged from the warm temperatures. I sure had fun helping you with your fairy field guide. Come back again soon so you can share the guide with your friends and family. Fly with you later.
I'm the highest heart of the city. Oh, the Sacre Coeur, of course. Good luck, girls. We're animals.